What is normal in your country but seems weird to the rest of the world? Men holding hands in public as a display of friendship is normal in Afghanistan but super weird in the West. I think it's normal in most of the Middle East and India. Putting cable ties, branches, fake eyes etc. on helmets, buckets, and hats in springtime to scare away the birds. Magpies are vicious bastards. Bribing them with fairy bread works sometimes. Putting broken glass bottles on the walls around your house so burglars can't jump it and rob you. I moved to Canada and they don't even have walls around the houses. All of Latin America? Yup. Chile has neighborhoods with fences like these described. The cracks that are just wide enough to be able to see in and out of public restroom stalls. United States, I've heard it's thought of as weird since many other countries enjoy the luxury of privacy. How else would you know if the stall is occupied though? Seriously though, as a European having to visit the US twice a year, pooping in the US is stressful. Edit, yay, thank you for gold. It's my first. 99.9% of the time it's fine. And then one time when you are in mid-poop bliss with your phone out, you get a weird feeling. So you glance up and see an eye silently peering at you through the crack. Eye contact is made and the eye does not look away. You feel like ages pass but it's really just a second and you yell out something like "What the fuck are you doing?" And the eye leaves. You jump out of the stall but nobody is around anymore. The eye waits for the next unwary visitor. Bagged milk. I know it's normal in some places but not here in the UK. Interestingly, businesses must have caught up with it as every single Costa I've been to has milk in bags. We tried it in my elementary school in the US for a while. It was a common trick to say your chocolate milk busted because you put the straw too far and get another one. It didn't last long. When will the police go after the real criminals, chocolate milk fraudsters? Being left off of maps. Kiwi et? Tasmanians also got the shit end of that stick, at times. As a mainlander I apologize for all of the shit you get, your state is beautiful. Tax not included in advertised price. Yeah, I find this so weird. We have matrimonial ads in newspapers and sites to find grooms and brides which I think don't happen in Western countries and they find it strange. The ads are mostly published by parents. It's like Tinder supervised by parents. India. *Tindia. Can't be angry at this one. Strangers sitting totally naked skin to skin in a steamy room heated to +80 to +100°C, and us having competitions on who can last the longest in there. And as a consequence of that, having seen 90% of my friends naked, regardless of gender. Also co-workers. Whole restaurants cheering when a plate or glass is smashed, UK. Once was in a Canadian bar/restaurant on holiday and a waiter dropped a tray of glasses. The local looked horrified when I was out of my seat screaming "Way yi!" Am Canadian, would be horrified haha. In university we thumped the tables to applaud our professors. Instead of actually applauding. Or doing nothing. During my exchange semester everyone not from Germany was looking at me confused why I did this. In my country we don't applaud our professors, at least not in the one I go to. It has only happened once, when the lecture was especially interesting and professionally done. In my experience it's done for guest lecturers, or at the end of the last lecture of the term. Definitely not at the end of every regular lecture though. Drinking beer before 12 o'clock and seeing it as part of the culture. Australia. My Aussie flatmate always used to say 1 before 10 or 10 before 1. A short while ago they stopped selling alcohol after 10 p.m. At some stores you couldn't even get non-alcoholic beer. What's weird though is that wine is not considered alcoholic drink so you can buy it anytime. Welcome to Moldova, winky face, wow. Such gold. Much thanks. In certain US states you can't buy any alcohol, in stores, after 8 p.m. or on Sundays. Georgia, the U.S. state, just revised the law to allow alcohol purchases in grocery stores only after 12:30 p.m. on Sundays. In restaurants, only after 11 a.m. on Sundays. It used to be not long ago no purchases on Sundays in the state. Heck, even some counties are still dry counties where you can't buy alcohol at all anytime. Makes for nice caravans to the liquor stores and bars in the next county over, which are the biggest supporters of the dry county laws themselves. In my friend's country, Easter is when gangs of boys roam the countryside, pouring water over girls and beating them, gently, with sticks. The girls then have to thank them for it. I thought that was pretty weird. Edit, she's from Slovakia. Some random drunk old guy hit my ass with a stick in Prague on Easter 2 years ago. That explains it. Cheese curds and gravy over fries. Canada isn't real. A magical land covered in Christmas where everyone is nice and syrup literally falls from the trees. Like that's a real place. Nobody eats cheese curds, fries, and gravy. Don't be putting these vicious rumors about. LOL. Everyone rags on the US for using imperial, but can we talk for a second about how weird we are here in the UK for using both inconsistently? You buy a pint of milk or beer, but a liter of Coke and 25 ml of whiskey. People know how many miles to the gallon their cars get, but you buy fuel at pence per liter. You watch the weather forecast and the temperature is in Celsius but the wind speed is in miles per hour. Most people can tell you their weight in kilograms, and their height in feet, and if they can't give you kilograms they can probably give you stone instead, which is even older than pounds, which nobody uses as a unit of measurement, probably because of the confusion between lbs and pound. It's a glorious mess. Canada has the same problem. Distance is measured in metric but height and weight is in imperial. There are lots of other cases. Distance is measured in time. Yep. How far away is Toronto from your house? About 2 hours. Edit, I don't know what to do, this is my first time getting platinum or gold. Or a well upvoted post. Plus I'm drunk. My significant other said I should say thank you too. Being middle class with a property having a 6-wall, electric fencing linked to an alarm, automated gate, and garage doors, with security clamps over the gate motor to prevent theft of the motor, security gates over every door, burglar bars, and a house alarm system with infrared sensors linked to armed response with a reaction time of under 3 to 4 minutes. South Africa? Yep. Of course it's SA. Only place they sold car alarm flamethrowers. Edit. Some original footage.